Hello guys, welcome back to Strawberry Ink. This is Santiago and I will be discussing a crime case that took place in eastern Ohio. Landon Parrott was a high school graduate of New Philadelphia, Ohio. He enjoyed playing sports, especially football. Due to Landon's athletic skills, he seduced an acquaintance named Vanessa Fraser and started dating her. Landon and Vanessa shortly after got married right before his 19th birthday. Landon became a father at 18 years old. His wife Vanessa was around the same age. His son was Kyler, a baby boy who had been born on June 15th, 2021 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where his mother Vanessa was visiting family members. Both Landon and Vanessa would soon after return home to Ohio with their newborn baby. Landon lived with a roommate and would often have Vanessa over at home. Some days, baby Kyler was with his mother Vanessa, and other days he was with his dad Landon. On October 11th, 2021, months after Kyler was born, Landon turned 19. Landon was annoyed and over Kyler because he would often annoy others in the household and disturb the roommate. Landon wanted to get rid of Kyler and not have to deal with his roommate complaining anymore. He had gained interest in the true crime community and started watching murder documentaries. In July 2022, baby Kyler turned 1. Little did those who loved him know that it would be his first and last birthday. About 2 months later, his father Landon was over him and wanted to secretly get rid of him. On Thursday, September 1st, 2022, Landon parked his car outside of his apartment complex. He had parked and positioned the car so that the sunlight would shine through the front of the car and heat it up. He had seen a true crime documentary of a father putting his son in a hot car and letting him suffocate to death. This is what Landon did with his son Kyler. He placed him in his hot car that was about 87 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a very warm temperature. Kyler died after being stuck in this hot car for 5 hours. He had suffocated from the heat. Landon took him to the hospital and said that he had found his son unexpectedly dead. During this time, baby Kyler's mom Vanessa was at work. Doctors shortly pronounced Kyler dead and called a coroner to come over to the hospital and conduct an autopsy. The coroner confirmed that Kyler died from heat stroke. His father Landon claimed that he left Kyler in the car to go to the bathroom, and when he came back to the car, he was dead. Doctors knew that there was suspicion in this case, so they contacted law enforcement. They knew that a simple trip to the bathroom is usually not enough time for a lonely baby to suffocate to death. New Philadelphia police detectives came over to the hospital to question Landon. The questioning took hours. During this time, the courts were open, and a warrant to check the security camera footage of Landon's apartment complex was filed. The surveillance footage showed that Landon had put Kyler inside the car, went back inside the apartment, and would constantly walk back outside to see how Kyler was doing. The New Philadelphia Sheriff's Office believed that Landon Parrott intentionally put his 14-month-old Kyler in his hot car and numerous times looked inside the car to see if he was dead yet. Once a team of detectives reviewed this footage, New Philadelphia police arrested Landon and took him to the police station. Ohio prosecutors took up this case, and Landon Parrott was booked into the Tuscarawas County Jail. He was ordered to be held there without bail until he faced a state judge. Landon Parrott was assigned to have attorney Aaron Kowalczyk from the Public Defender's Office represent him. Tuscarawas County Judge Michael J. Ernest presided over the case and set Landon Parrott's bond to $250,000. Landon remained in jail while awaiting trial. A grand jury indicted him on 4 felony charges, being felony murder, second-degree child endangerment, third-degree child endangerment, and first-degree involuntary manslaughter. Ohio prosecutor Ryan Steyer was assigned to this case and filed the charges. He sought a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Landon pleaded not guilty to the charges. However, with overwhelming evidence against him, he withdrew this plea and sought a bargain instead. He was offered a plea deal that would allow him to plead guilty in exchange of a sentence with an opportunity for parole after serving a number of years in prison. The plea deal was accepted, and Landon's defense moved forward with it. He pleaded guilty to felony murder and second-degree child endangerment. The other 2 charges were dismissed with the deal. After pleading guilty, Landon was transferred to the Correctional Reception Center in Orient, Ohio, where he was evaluated in order to determine which prison he would go to after sentencing. 5 months after Kyler's death, Judge Everest sentenced Landon Parrott to life in prison with the possibility of parole after serving 15 years of his sentence. New Philadelphia Police Detective Ty Norris testified at the sentencing hearing and described how baby Kyler died. Kyler's mother Vanessa spoke at the hearing and promised to be in all of Landon's parole hearings to make sure he would never be released ever again. She claimed that Landon took her reason to live and a son that she really loved. She stated to him, "Rot in hell." Landon Parrott sobbed during the hearing and stated, "I'm sorry for the pain that I caused Vanessa, and the pain that I caused her family, and the pain that I caused my family. I was supposed to be a provider for my son and a provider for Vanessa, and I was terrible at that." Landon is currently being held at the Marion Correctional Institution in Marion, Ohio. He is serving the same sentence in state prison for both charges that he pleaded guilty to. His first parole hearing is set for August 29, 2037. Kyler's funeral was held in the Pleasant Valley United Methodist Church in Denison, Ohio, and his burial took place at the Tunnel Hill Cemetery in the village of Bowerson. Thank you so much for listening, and have a nice day or night depending on where you are listening from. I hope you follow and share this podcast. If you happen to be listening on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Till next time, goodbye.